Hello my family. In today's video, allow me to share 3 natural hair treatments that I've been using in my hair. As you know my story, I had lost a lot of hair. The whole of my crown part was very bald due to anemia, and over the time I have changed my hair routines, and I have taken a lot of, iron foods and vegetables and drinks and juices. And so my anemia is back to its normal level. And now I'm working on bringing back my hair to its health. Okay. So I can attest that these 3 hair treatments have worked very well for me, and I welcome you to try. If you are going through hair loss, try these treatments and you will tell me the results that you've seen. Okay, with these treatments I normally do do I normally alternate because there are 3. So, and I wash my hair every after every 1 month. So I schedule the treatment every time I am planning to wash my hair. Okay, that is after like 1 month, right? So when I apply, there are 2 treatments that I use when my hair is clean, right? I use them like a leave-in treatment. Okay. So the other one, I normally shampoo my hair after using the treatment. Okay. So welcome to my channel. My name is Flo Ngugi, and in this channel we explore everything natural hair. We explore microlocks, natural hair, any hair that is natural. Okay. Yeah, we talk about scalp health, we talk about our health, our inner health, and we also talk about our beauty, overall beauty. Okay. So welcome all, and let's learn together. Right. So my first hair treatment, natural hair treatment, and I've mentioned this treatment in my previous videos. It is red onion hair treatment. Okay. Right. So as you know, onion has sulfur, and sulfur helps in the formation of keratin, right? The protein that supplies minerals to our hair follicles, okay, and even to our hair strands, right? So when you use this onion juice on our scalp, what it does, it nourishes our hair follicles, and so the growing of our hair changes, and we have strong hair, shiny hair, healthy hair due to using this onion, right? Onion juice. Okay, how do I prepare this onion juice? What I do is I get the red onion juice. I prefer the red, but the white also works. Okay, so I get the onion, I peel and clean. I normally use to, if it's the small size I use two, but if it's a bigger size I use 1 onion. Okay, so what I do is I peel the onion, wash it, cut it into small pieces, and then blend it. Okay, if you don't have a blender, you can you can peel, wash, and then grate using the grater that we use to 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 grate the carrots. Okay, yeah, the thing we use in the kitchen to prepare carrots in small pieces, that's the one I use. Okay, so after blending, what do you do next? You extract the juice. You can use a cloth to squeeze out the juice. And now that you have a very clear juice, onion juice, right? What you do is you dilute it with a little water. Okay. You don't have to dilute it like completely. No, you just add a little water, right? So you dilute it slightly. Okay, so after that, if you have a spring bottle, you pour your juice, your treatment juice, into a spring bottle, and you spray the juice on your scalp, right? After spraying, what you do is you massage your scalp gently. Okay, you do the massage gently. Why do I say gently? Because onion tends to be a little bit harsh on our scalp, right? So you don't have to massage your scalp like roughly, okay? You do it gently, and after that, you put on a shower cap and let it sit for 2 hours, okay? After 2 hours, you wash your hair using a shampoo, and after shampooing, you make sure you use anything that has some good scent, because you know the onion juice is a little bit conk. The smell is conk, okay? So you use anything that has a good smell. You can use a treatment, a moisturizer. Yeah, that is how you use the onion, the red onion hair treatment. Okay, the second treatment that I want to talk to you about is the rosemary hair treatment. Okay, so what you do is you get rosemary. I prefer the fresh rosemaries, yeah, because they are easy to use when working on this treatment, because you have to blend those leaves. You blend them, and if you're using the dry rosemary, you have to soak the rosemary in water for like around 5 hours, so that it can moist and it is easy to blend. Okay, so using the fresh rosemary leaves, what you do is you cut the rosemaries, you pluck them from the stem, because the stem is a bit hard, right? After cutting them from the stem, you wash them. Okay, after washing them, you put the leaves in a blender, and you add a little water. The water you are adding is depending on the okay the how much you're going to use on your scalp, or how your scalp is, because with this treatment, rosemary treatment, you use it even on your hair strands. So you will measure, like you estimate the treatment that will be enough for you in the scalp and on the hair strands. Okay, so after adding water, you blend. After blending, now you get that paste, right? After getting the paste, you extract the paste, the juice from the paste, right? Because you have the extracts of the leaves. Now, after extracting the juice, what you do is you pour it into a spring bottle. You can even use it with your own hands to apply it on your scalp and on your hair strands. Okay, and you apply it generously, so that your hair can get enough treatment. Okay, after doing that, what you do is you put on a shower cap, and after putting a shower cap, you let it sit for, I normally do overdo it. I don't check on time like I normally do with the onion, because the onion is a bit irritating on our skin. So when you let it stay for a long time, okay? But with rosemary, you can even let it sit for 3 hours. And after that, what you do with with rosemary, you don't use shampoo. No, you don't use shampoo. What you do, you only rinse with clean water. Okay, you rinse the rosemary with clean water, and after rinsing with clean water, you let your hair remain with that scent. It's a very good aroma. It has some very good smell if you've ever used rosemary, and the nutrients are left intact. So after rinsing with clean water, what you do later is you can oil your hair or moisturize, yeah, however you like it. Okay, now the other treatment that we are talking about is treatment number 3, which is aloe vera hair treatment. Okay, now for me, I love aloe vera so very much, because it's like it does everything to my hair. Okay, now what you do with aloe vera, you get the aloe vera leaf, you cut the sides to remove the thorns. Okay, and you later slice it inside, right? And you scoop the gel with a spoon, right? Don't worry, my family. I'll do some tutorials back to back. Don't worry. They're coming, right? Yeah, they're getting prepared. I'll do tutorials to explain everything, you know, the way you can understand. Okay. So after removing the gel with a spoon, what you do, you place the gel in a blender. If you don't have a blender, you can mash it, right? You can mash it. And after blending, you pour the consistency in a cloth and you squeeze out the juice. Okay. I know aloe vera is a bit tricky because it tends it tends to be very thick. So what you can do, you can, after blending, you pour some little water depending on the treatment you need, right? On the amount of treatment you need, you can get some warm water and pour it into the gel. Okay, let it blend for a very like seconds, okay, just to get the consistency, okay. And then you pour it into a cloth and squeeze out the juice. When you mix it with warm water, it gets very easy to squeeze out the juice, okay. So after squeezing the juice, what you do is you do it with your palm, okay? You apply the gel generously on your scalp and on your hair strands, okay? After doing that, what you do later is you put on a shower cap and you let it sit for 3 hours, right? 2 hours, 3 hours, right? So after letting sit for those hours, what you do later is you remove the shower cap and you rinse it with warm water. You don't use a shampoo, right? Plus, how I do it myself, I normally let it sit in my hair, right? Because how what it does to my hair, it lets my hair shine, right? My hair gets very shiny, very dark in color, very black, right? Very strong, and it gets that beauty that you get when you treat your hair. Okay, so myself, I normally let it remain in my hair like a leave-in treatment. Yeah, that is how I do it. Okay, now what I would love to suggest, right? If you have anywhere you can plant these plants, okay? These are miracle plants that will make our microlocks grow, okay? So if you can get a seedling or a cutting, you can plant it in a pot so that anytime you need it, you go and get it. We know that rosemary is even good for taking it internally, right? We use it in tea, we use it in foods, right? In our recipes. So excuse me, so it's very vital for you to have it around in your compound, right? You can plant it in a pot and anytime you need it, you get it, right? Even the rosemary, aloe vera, you can plant it. Okay, so now, as you can see, like I always tell you, taking care of micro rocks is very cheap if you find ways to take care of it without using your money, right? Yeah, you can take care of it very cheaply, okay? Because you're doing everything by yourself. You make the treatment, you do it yourself, you apply it. Okay, you take you make the treatment, you apply it on your hair, and you do it all by yourself. You're not using money to go to a salon or anything. I normally advocate doing it yourself because it's cheap, it's convenient, and it saves your time, right? Yeah. So okay, I had promised you that I'll do tutorials. Yeah, there's something I'm planning, and if I succeed with whatever I'm doing, right, I will be doing tutorials because I'll have a lot of tutorials to make for you, my family. So That is all I had for today. And I thank you all so much for coming back to watch my video. And I ask you to stick around because we have a lot to share. And I also ask you to let me know your views. Talk to me in the section, in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Let me what you'd like. Let me know what you'd like me to feature in my next video, and we will learn together. Okay, I love you all, and have a nice time. Bye.